Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? How is everybody doing? It is the day after MLK Day. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, a wonderful start to your week. I know a lot of celebrating was going on this past weekend, including in our neck of the hood, celebrating, the remembrance of Martin Luther King, MLK, and what he fought for and was unalive for. So I hope you guys again had a wonderful weekend, enjoyed your celebrations if you partook in any celebrations, and are having a great week to start. Now, you guys, as usual, I'm only going to be here for a spell. I'm going to try to do no more than an hour commentary, and then, if anybody wants to hit the link, then they can go ahead and hit the link to join me in the conversation. But the link is in the chat. Let me pin it because people are always telling me I keep forgetting to pin the link. So let me pin the link. Oh my God, pin message. Okay. Y'all know I haven't been going live normally like I have been in the last week or so for a long time. So I'll be forgetting things like and share the video. Hit the Cash App if you want to hit the Cash App, and make sure that you hit that link, that nasty piece of stinking link, if you want to join the panel. But anyway, I know some people are live right now, so I'm gonna just get in where I fit in, okay? Because you know how it be. You can be waiting all day to hit the link, and people will continually be going live. And if you don't get in where you fit in, it is what it is. People will hit the replay, whatever. Hit the replay, all right? But anyway, I just want to discuss this show. Well, I got a few things I want to discuss. One of them, of course, is the show. That's what everybody is talking about right now. Kingpain's new show. He's doing a casting call. Also, I heard that Dragons is still doing her lip singing challenge or competition. I heard that Brie. We talked about that already. Brie was supposed to be judging with Just Krista's competition because she had said she was doing a lip sync competition the same day, the same time, the same night as Dragons. And Brie, after she backed out of Dragons challenge, after y'all know the shit that went down on King Roman, KRM's panel and other panels, and Brie was like, fuck that shit. I don't want to be involved. I ain't got it to give. I ain't going to judge. I ain't going to watch that shit. I ain't going to give it no click, no view, no likes, no shares. Brie said she ain't even going to review the contestants. Brie was like, I ain't got it to do. So I'm assuming that she's still going to be, judging on Just Krista's lip singing contest. But evidently, Just Krista, for some reason, she backed out. I don't know why. Y'all can drop down and let me know in the chat if y'all know why Just Krista decided not to go ahead and do it. Because y'all know I had said the other day, oh shit, it's the battle of the challenges, a battle of the competitions, which we haven't had a lot of those, the battles. The last one that I can remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, and make sure y'all liking and sharing the video, please, and thank you very much. But the last one I remember is the Halloween contest. And that was the challenge, where it was Ness and it was VS and people was going back and forth, and it was very entertaining. And I had told y'all that I was looking forward to the battle to see who would have the best contestants, who would be lip syncing the best, who would have the biggest pot, who would have the biggest crowd, who was going to draw the best, the best stars, So I guess it's just going to be dragons now. But I'm still interested in, unless Krista or somebody else decides to actually do one the same day again, I think it's just going to be dragons. And the thing about it, if it is just going to be dragons that night, not saying that dragons wouldn't get a crowd, but with nobody else competing for that time slot, y'all know how I go. That's just more people in her chat. And, maybe the pot will be bigger and, or whatnot. But anyway, so Bree says she's no longer not only not judging for dragons, but she's not even judging for Krista because just Krista decided to cancel her show. So that's on that. I'll keep my eye out to see what's going on with that. But then I heard that just Krista. Now, didn't she just start fucking around with Blake? Now, see, I don't follow everything. Y'all know I be. Y'all be doing so much on here and the lives be so long. I just can't watch every motherfucking thing. I try as I might, but I can't. But I could have sworn her and Blake just recently started fucking talking, like, I don't know, some weeks ago, maybe a month or so, or I don't know. But they said that just Krista has broken up with Blake. And the reason why she broke up with Blake is because who was I watching? Was it Bree? Yep, I was watching Bree because I was watching Jay Wilson first, and I'm gonna get back to JW. But I was watching Bree after I was watching a little bit of JW because Bree had actually hit JW's panel, so that's why I said I'm gonna get back to that. So, but yeah, Bree was saying on her panel that basically just Krista, she broke up with Blake because she felt like he was acting funny towards her. And so she kicked him to the curb. But then when I was watching KRN, see, I be trying to watch a lot of shit, right? But I just can't catch everything. But I was watching KRN, and he said that he was in the chat, in Blake's chat. And so just Krista had dropped down, and KRN showed a screenshot. He said, I have to take a screenshot of this shit. So KRN took a screenshot, and just Krista had typed in Blake's chat talking about, in all fairness, please call her, because I guess she said it was not cool what he had put out about her. And I'm like, what had happened? What Blake done put out about just Krista, about BBW? I don't know, child. I don't know. But they say he was over there calling her all kind of names, calling her a gargoyle, telling her to calm down. Like, what? What? Your nigga telling you to calm down? Like you ain't good enough to be on camera? And they call her a gargoyle? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was cracking up because I was thinking about old girl over there with Rob and how she calls him a gremlin. And then they said Blake was calling JC a gargoyle. But then somebody else said in the chat, he wasn't calling her only a gargoyle. He was calling her the crypt keeper and a gremlin. I'm like, you was lying to me. I just don't know how much I can really believe that these relationships that she be having with these guys on here are really real. Me, like some other people, think that it's just, for the clicks and views, just for the entertainment, because we all know, in all fairness, I'm going to use just Krista words that she used with Blake. In all fairness, just Krista has always said for a very long time that what she's on here to do is entertainment. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. You ain't got to watch it. But I do feel like it's just entertainment. I feel like whoever she be fucking with, it's like a click and view game, a content game, a entertainment game. I don't think that they really be seriously in love with each other or really dating each other. Because how many guys you want to date surrounding the same sector? Like if this was really, really real, like what you would call them people in your town, in your hood, in your school, at your job, like girl, why you sleeping where you shit? You know how it goes, like, you at school and you done fucked around with like 10 niggas all in the same school. Like, girl, if you don't go on the other side of town, go to the south side, go to another fucking city and fuck with somebody. You know that gives you a name. You know, if this was like real life in high school or at church, shit, at church. At church. I know girls that was fucking around with different niggas at church. Like, come on now, it's only summer and you on nigga number 4. And I know y'all ain't doing no Bible study when he coming over to your crib and your mama and them at work. Like, okay, but anyway, who was that who said, KRN said he believes that they probably will get back together. Now, I can believe that because a lot of times just Krista does fuck with somebody online, supposedly dating, whatever she calls it, and then she'll end up like breaking up with them or fighting or arguing with them, and then she'll go back and they'll be good again, then they'll fight and break up again, then they'll go back. You know, just Krista does this back and forth things with these niggas online, but we always look at the fact that a lot of the niggas be disrespectful to her, like really disrespectful to her. So that's why some people be like, nah, she really be liking these niggas, and some people like, nah, this some bullshit. It's just for entertainment. It's just for, you know, clout chasing or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. But anyway, I want to get back to Lemon. So I was watching Jay Wilson, and I guess the other day, was it Lemon? Okay, Lemon had a panel. Jay Wilson hit the panel, and then I guess Ness hit the panel. And so, you know, they don't really get along too well. So from what I heard, they was going back and forth, tit for tat. He was talking about her, you know, Jay Wilson, when he get on that, if he ain't calling you a hoe every 2 seconds, ho, 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 and Merry Christmas. But if he ain't over there calling somebody a hoe during the whole goddamn show, child, you better ask somebody. But yeah, they said JW was over there. What up, Room Shaker? How you doing, love? I've been seeing you on different panels here and there, child. You be getting all the tea. And thank you so much. You had dropped down yesterday. Just dropped down. And I think you were busy or had something to do, but you were still in the chat. But I did say thank you for hitting the panel on our show yesterday. Or was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I can't remember. But anyway, so they said Lemon had a show the other day. Jay Wilson hit the panel. Ness hit the panel. And they was both going back and forth argument. And so Lemon had hit Jay Wilson's panel this morning. And he was trying to talk. And Jay Wilson was basically telling him he ain't apologizing for shit. He ain't taking no responsibility for shit. Because I guess he had said some things that people thought were about her son. Now, what I heard JW say was he was talking about her and not her son. And he might have said, go somewhere and take care of your son. But everybody be saying that shit. Go somewhere and take care of your son. Go raise your son. Go get your son. Go play with your son. Go on vacation with your son. Go, you know, get your son a room. You know, they be saying all kind of shit about her son. But necessarily, I haven't heard a lot of people just calling her son names or something. I mean, I'm sure it's probably been done. You know, it's the B sector. But JW was saying, I wasn't talking about her son. I was talking about her. And so Lemon, I guess, wanted him not to even say son or not to even speak on her son at all. But then somebody else hit the panel. You know, what's her name? What was her name? Do they call her? I've been watching too many shows. Oh, Hershey. Hershey hit the panel. And Hershey was like, but why are y'all always trying to protect Ness and her son when Ness be out here screaming gay slurs to all the gays and dragging the gays for being gay and, you know, the gay slurs. And, you know, we pretty used to that, right? So they was like, you know, it's the B sector. You know, people ain't even... She was like, ain't nobody called her son no names. Ain't no, you know, we done heard some shit around here. People talking about people's kids. Now, again, if somebody did call her son a name, I don't know about it. I didn't hear it. But in this specific situation, Hershey hit the panel And she was like, that's not right for y'all to tell people not to tell her to raise her son and shit like that. But then she can call people the F words and, sissies and, all that kind of stuff like that, gay slurs. Because Lemon was trying to say that's the reason why he lost his panel the first time. And Jay Wilson was like, well, do you really in your heart of hearts believe that I, Jay Wilson, passer, was trying to get you to lose your channel? And Lemon said, yeah. So, a few people made a few good points here because Pastor was like, you trying to say I'm trying to take your channel by telling her to go get her son? But she says all kind of gay slurs, and the people who are going around here snatching channels and striking channels, you rubbing shoulders with them. That says a lot, right? You rubbing shoulders with people who are allegedly, supposedly snatching channels. But he trying to say he thinks Jay Wilson was trying to get him to lose his channel when he was going back and forth with Ness. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how I feel about that. But I thought Jay Wilson made a good point, and also Hershey. And I know a lot of people, don't always care for Hershey, but, I thought they made some good points. It's the beef sector, beef. Let the beef begin. But anyway, then Bree hit the panel. And Jay Wilson asked Bree what was her real issue with Lemon. And from what Bree said, she said Lemon got mad because Bree was going to do Dragon's competition and judge it. And so Lemon then went live and dragged her about it. So that's what Bree was talking about, why the real reason why, she had an issue with Lemon. Then Bree, she came live and she was like, that's when she was like, fuck Dragon's lip syncing contest. She ain't trying to support it at all. She ain't watching it. She ain't giving no likes, no shares, no clicks, no views. She was like, fuck that channel. Fuck that channel. But and again, for the people who coming in late, Just Krista decided not to do her contest. So I guess the night of the lip sync battle will just be Dragons. She'll be doing her contest. And I'm still going to come, regardless if it was a battle contest, challenge contest, or competition battle. I'm still going to, because I said from the beginning, I was looking forward to Dragons doing her lip singing contest because I really want to see how these people are going to show up and show out for a lip singing contest. Okay. What up, Jess Andrea? How you doing, love? You said Lemon is paranoid. Maybe it's the people in his camp. Right. And that's what people keep insinuating, that it's the people around you that's rubbing shoulders that got these striking teams and, things like that. And they got all this extra time on their hands to be going behind the scenes trying to take other people's channels down. So that's what Jay Wilson was saying. Why you think I'm over here trying to take your channel? Me personally, I don't see Jay Wilson taking people's channels. I mean, I don't know. Jay Wilson himself done had what, like 3-4 channels taken that we know of, and they have been some nice sized channels with a lot of subbies. And he was getting a lot of cash apps, a lot of views, a lot of, you know what I'm saying? So for someone who has had that experience, I don't know. But hey, who am I? We really don't know what people be doing, in their own backyard. Right? Okay. Holla at me. All right. What up, Seven? How you doing, love? Welcome, you guys. Make sure you're liking and sharing the video. But so I saw a little bit of Bree. I saw a little bit of JW. I saw a little bit of KRN, but what I saw the most was of KRNs. So after they discussed the Dragons, after they discussed, Just Krista, BBW, breaking up with Blake, to probably being back with him again in 1 to 2 business days, they started talking about the show, the new show with King Payne. Lituation Network. A lot of people are, a lot of people not familiar with King Payne or the network. But anyway, King Payne is actually auditioning for his show. People have been talking about it on different platforms. Lemon been advocating to get people in the sector to apply. So far, they was talking about maybe Lemon. Well, Lemon for sure. Maybe Brian, maybe Shaquille, maybe Queen Tosa. They said Karen, maybe. They said Honest Roll. And that girl Big Dot, who I'm not really familiar with, but a lot of people say she'd be over there on Goosey's Live. But Goosey is another one who has like a 10 to 24 hour live. So I can't catch all that shit, okay? But I guess this girl, Big Dot, she said that she'll be willing, more than willing, to join the cast. And they was like, well, would you be comfortable if it was just all guys and you were the only girl? And she said, yeah. You know, like a lot of females, she fuck around better with, get along better with guys more than she do with females. And there are a lot of females like that who do get along with the fellas more than they do with the girls. Okay, the females. All right. Because when we say the girls, some people think you're talking about, gay guys. Which brings me to, who was that? Trademark? When Trademark hit Jay Wilson's panel this morning, because Jay Wilson called him a girl, and he said, listen, y'all always talking about people misgendering the gays and misgendering the straights and all this kind of shit. He said, all I'm asking you is not to call me no girl. He said, I'm not a girl. And Jay Wilson said, but this is a show, and I can call you what I want. And if I saw you out in public, I would refer to you as who you are, but this is a show. This is for entertainment. And he was like, but even if it's for entertainment, y'all don't like people misgendering the community. I don't know. Y'all let me know about that. But Trademark was like, I am not no girl. And then they got to going back and forth. And you know how Jay Wilson he'd be over talking people. He was over talking him. He was over talking Lemon. Child, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I don't know if Jay Wilson is going to keep calling him girl or if he's going to, start calling him he, man, him, whatever. But anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. But who was it? Oh. Okay, so Lemon said he had already sent his photos to King Payne to start using, for the advertisement or, and somebody in the chat was like, which photo did you use? And you know where they going. You know where they going with that shit. Lemon eyeball has been dragged off through this sector for like the last, I don't know how many months. This morning, Bree was calling him eye socket. And for a second, I was like, who the fuck is eye socket? I'm like, oh, duh. She talking about Lemon. But there's like, I want to know what photo Lemon sent. Did he have shades on? Did he have shades on and a do-rag? I really want to know what photo Lemon sent in as well. But people are like, yeah, what photo did you use? I don't know. But they say they already got a house. Somebody already sponsored a house, which led Karen to think that maybe they already got the date set. But then, people was on the panel talking about Snoop because Snoop was in the chat saying, don't do it, Karen, because KRN did ask. He asked his chat. He asked the crew for their opinion. Do y'all think I should join this cast? Do y'all think, because KRN, he has a brand. Now, a lot of us on here say, I got a brand. Hey, the Hood Table is a brand. But it is the Hood Table, okay? KRN, he has a brand as well. And he really wants to make sure that he's protecting his brand and not doing anything that could possibly ruin his brand or disparage his brand. So, he is concerned with that, as he should be. As he should be, because with the type of work that he says he do and stuff like that, I think he should very well be. And he made a good point by saying Snoop was in this show a couple of years ago. And then a few years later, the fight is put out. And Goosey puts the fight out or whatever. And people are talking about it, even though Snoop did talk about it when it happened. Or after the show was over. She said, yeah, I was in a fight and I got whooped. She said, I didn't win that one. But nobody really ever saw the footage. So the footage just recently came out. So they was telling KRN, what if some shit do go down that might ruin your brand or, disrespect your brand, and then it comes out later, years down the line. So, people, they was trying to get him advice. And you know what that made me think of? That made me think of that time when VS, when she was live and she was planning to go meet Keith. And everybody in her chat was saying, don't do it, VS. Don't do it. The girl is crazy. Don't do it. They're going to try to do this to you. They're going to try to do this to you. It's a setup. It's a setup. Oh, my God. People was in the chat. People was crying, real tears. Don't go. Don't do it. Don't go. Don't do it. And, well, we know what happened afterwards. So, to KRN, I say, pray on it. Discuss it with your family. Discuss it with I know you run your own shit. You got your own business. You're an entrepreneur. If you got a boo or something, discuss it with your boo. This, these type of things can be serious. It's a reality show. And Lemon was up there, girl. Lemon really advocated, but you ain't gotta fight. Ain't nobody telling you to come fight. You can be messy, stir the pot a little, but you ain't gotta fight. Ain't nobody told you gotta fight. And even King Payne, because King Payne later hit the panel because he was like, how the motherfuckers going around talking shit about my show and trying to disparage my show, but they trying to be on my show. And King Payne, you said a mouthful. You said a mouthful, because although this is not some really big network like BET, Bravo, Netflix, anything like that, this is his network. And he likes to create shows and content and reality shows. And so I felt where he was coming from. Like, how y'all gonna talk about being on my show, but then y'all over here dragging my show and talking about my show? And he was like, it's not a fight show. It's not a fight show. But he said, somebody said, well, what about the liability? What about, protect? I think that was no, it wasn't Big Dot. It was somebody else. I can't remember who said it, but it was somebody else. They was basically like, what about liability? And King Payne said, well, they get event insurance. You go around to different people offering that type of insurance. You get a quote for a certain time frame, a certain location, and they let you know what the quote is. And if you go with that particular company, you basically insure the event and to make sure you're covered for that period. So that's what he had said about the liability. But again, KRN, pray about it. And that's for anybody, not just KRN, whether you got a whole motherfucking brand or not. Like, Lemon was like, you ain't got to fight, but you never know. What do people like to see on reality shows? We like to see people going at it and arguing. We also like to see people getting along and having fun and taking trips and, doing shit like that. But a large portion of people do like the drama of reality shows, and every reality show has drama and fights. Every one of them. I think I could probably name like one off the top of my head where I never seen an actual physical fight. But a lot of people want to see the fights, and you never know, you might go there just to have fun. Just to have fun, just to chill, just to meet people, new people, traveling reasons, to get your name out there, to get a little publicity. And then next thing you know, you say something wrong, somebody punch you in your face. Child, they ain't gonna let that shit live down for Snoop either, because Snoop was in the chat talking about, don't do it, KRN. Lady Snoop was like, don't do it, Karen, don't do it, child. If he been doing this shit for all these years and it ain't never, oh, child. Yes, a lot of people in KRN's chat was saying don't do it, including Snoop. And, Snoop has her reasons, why she's upset with King Payne, and there's word of attorneys and lawsuits and, shit like that. But yeah, Lady Snoop was like, don't do it. If the shit ain't, if he been doing this shit for years and it ain't going nowhere yet, then he's not really legit. And then somebody said, if it ain't doing something, and then that's when Big Dot said, well, I know who did do something. That lady that punched Lady Snoop in her mouth or punched her in her head. I was like, child. Snoop was like, no. Big Dot had me cracking up though, because she was like, shit, somebody who did do something was that girl. The girl, the one who had 17 kids or 7 kids or 10 or 12. And, basically gave her kids up to come on the King Payne show. That is some child. That is, parenting definitely suspect. And then all the other shit that I heard. All the other shit I heard about that girl who came to the show. But no, Lemon said, so Lemon, he's really advocating. But somebody, who was that? Snoop? Was that Snoop? No, it was somebody. Was it Snoop? Somebody hit the panel and said Lemon. I think it was Snoop. I think it was Snoop who said that King Payne said if he don't get his shit together, he ain't gonna be the star of the show. So I don't know. Somebody said his drinking. Somebody said no, he wasn't talking about his drinking. Somebody was talking about just him getting his shit together. Then he ain't gonna be the star of the show. And Lemon said we already talked. Me and King Payne, we already talked about that. So so the way Lemon was advocating for the show, it seemed like him and King Payne is cool. Like Lemon is still gonna be on the show, but Lemon said he's definitely gonna be there. Other people said they want to come. Some people like, I don't know, I gotta think about it. And they also want other people to come too who ain't really, trying to go. Like Lemon was like, what would really break the internet is if Goosey came. Now Goosey ain't coming. Goosey is one of those people who definitely ain't gonna try to be on camera. There's some people on here who wouldn't mind being on camera. Some people on here that do come on camera on a regular basis, or used to when the sector first was created. And they might do the black screen now or the avatar, but we know what they look like. But Goosey was like, bullshit. Now that might have broke the internet though, Lemon. If Goosey was to come on camera and be in the show and we could see all y'all and him, they'd be like, this is Goosey's internet. Because I can see Goosey down there being messy in the motherfucker, but I can also see Goosey being a little too messy and he might have to fight before he go home. But who else? Who else was that? Max? Oh, Max had hit the panel on KRNs and said she would go, but she said, if I go, I want my own room. I want my own Airbnb. And if anybody wants to, stay with me in my Airbnb, then they can stay with me. And those who want to stay at the big house or the mansion or whatever King Payne getting for everybody else, they can stay there. They was like, oh, no, hell no, you can't do that. I mean, with a reality show, people do normally, when they doing this type of reality show, like a content reality show, everybody has to stay together. Kind of like Big Brother. Now, of course, like the Bravo shows with the housewives and the hip hop of Atlanta's and all the hip hops and all the, the other reality shows, people have their lives. They're all in the same city. They can go home, they can go to work, they go to the mall, they go get their hair and nails done, they do everything because that's their city. But when you bring a lot of people from different areas to one place, you all have to stay in that house. So you can all be making content like 25/8. So yeah, that probably is not going to work for Max, but I would love to see Max, in a reality show. I think that would be really fun. As far as the girl Big Dot, again, I don't really know her. I know they say she'd be over on Goosey's a lot. But I don't catch a lot of Goosey's because his shows be so damn long. Y'all, I know some of y'all like to be on here for hours, but it is nice to be able to watch a show like a couple of hours. Then maybe you do a show a few more hours. I ain't telling people how to do their shows, but child, y'all know how it be. You trying to catch up and stay in tune with everything that's going on. But when 2-3 people going live for 10 hours each, ain't nobody got all that time in the fucking world to watch everybody's videos and all them goddamn hours. Shit, not the fuck I. No. Like that damn cartoon guy over there, the Beast at the cartoon. No. I ain't got it to do. But so that's what I've been hearing. That's what's been going on. KRN is debating if he should go. I think he might not go. I really think he might not go. Now, there's other things that KRN, goes to. He takes trips. He goes hang with people in the crew. He done hung with SB and, different people like that. I think, he has no problem meeting people. But when it comes to this type of environment, it's very questionable for me. And I ain't trying to drag or disparage. I'm just talking about like, shit. Can we get a reality show for some old heads? People who don't want to fight, who ain't thinking about fighting. We might argue, but we ain't gonna fight. Like, can we get a show for some of us old heads? Let me get some vacation time in for a reality show for the old heads. Don't sleep on the old heads, because a lot of these damn reality shows, a lot of them be old. Shit. Them ladies be 50, 60, something years old on the reality shows, and they don't necessarily be fighting and pulling each other hair out. They be petty. They will cuss you the fuck out. They will drag you. They will read you, but they don't break a nail. They don't break a nail. So somebody get a reality show together and you ain't even gotta be old. You can still be young and just not into the fighting. Like, I think you can still have a fun reality show without people pulling each other eyes out. I really do, because we see them all the time, right? We see reality shows all the time where they are not actually placing hands on people, but they still be entertaining. But, even though King Payne said this is not a fighting show, it can happen. So that's one thing y'all just got to understand. If y'all sign up for any reality show, it's a slight possibility that it could probably happen. And I know Lemon talk about it's for the culture, it's for the sector, and I thought the show was for the culture, for the sector as well. And I'm one of those people, and I heard other people say it too. I really do think if an idea like that got into the right hands, no shade to anybody else who has had an idea or even tried it, but I really think if it's executed correctly, it could really do something to the sector. It could really. Come on now, all these reality shows, these TV shows, the people get on these TV shows, and next thing you know, they got 1 million followers, 500,000 followers. They own their motherfucking IG, YouTube, making dinner and shit and feeding their kids and walking their dogs, and they getting 39, 50,000 views. Like, I think it could possibly do something if it was executed correctly. But everybody got to be really in a business savvy mind. You can't just be in the beef sector mentality. You got to really be in a business minded space when you're trying to do something like that. Not just for the moment, but for the future. Don't do it just for the culture. Don't do it just for the beef sector or any other sector. Do it for the future. Because it could totally, I know they say the beef sector ain't dead, child, but sometimes it do be on life support, and sometimes it do just be a whole bunch of fuck ass plays and fake ass plays going on, and we got to figure out what not to believe, what to believe, shit like that. So I don't know. But then Snoop did hit the panel after Big Dot told her that she got punched on or whatnot. And they went back and forth for a minute. I was like, is this the lady they be calling long titty, long? I'm like, I didn't know who they was talking about, but I done been hearing somebody, and I ain't gonna say no names, always talking about somebody with long boobies on somebody else's panel. I was like, is that who they talking about? I don't know, because I ain't seen her boobies, but I heard that person sent pictures to Lemon, and I heard Lemon say today that her boobies are nice. So I don't know what's up with y'all sending y'all naked pictures around through the B sector. Like, I don't know. That part I will never understand. Guys, girls, like, this is not high school. This is not junior high. Sending naked pics around social media where it can get anybody's hands. I mean, look at MU. Everybody saw her bush. Her bush was bushing. It was bushels of bushes, barrels of bushes, and everybody saw it between her legs. Like, you don't never know. Something might get put out, and years down the line, everybody and their mama have seen it. Now that is something that would totally embarrass me forever for the rest. I would hate for my children, my kids, my employee. I see, that's why I don't fuck around like that with a lot of motherfuckers on here. I do not fuck around like that with a lot of people on here, and I don't be putting all kind of information in the back chat. Hell no. But then somebody had asked about, and make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video, please, and thank you. Hey, Vibrant. Hey, Boo. Thank you so much for sharing the Cash App. Thank you so much. But yeah, somebody had asked about, how do people get paid? How does the pay get broken down? And basically, and I had no idea how it worked either, so it was interesting to hear King Payne break it down. But he said basically, King Payne said it's like an affiliate link. So people subscribe to the platform, and everybody gets a percentage from how many subscribers they have or something like that each month. So if somebody subscribes to you, you get like a certain percentage of what they pay for the subscription. But then if people unsubscribe for you, then your pay can get lowered because, it's less subscribers, so less money being paid to the affiliate link or the platform or whatever. But he said it's automatically sign up. You're paid once a month from your subscribers or from the subscribers. So he said you basically have the advantage of making as much money as you want. And so they was like, well, are you willing to go cross sectors? Like, does it only have to be certain sectors? And King Pain, he's open to it. He said it could be from this sector. It could be from another sector. He said he take applications from anybody. All you have to do is go to lituationnetwork.com, click on the casting call, click on the icon. He said it's a quick and easy application. So for the people who are interested in, maybe possibly being a reality TV star or just getting your name out there, he said it's quick and easy application. Obviously, he'll probably ask you to apply, do an interview. Lemon said he sent some headshots today. People was like, Lemon, what picture did you send, child? What picture did you send? And I'm just assuming that Lemon had on some shades. Whatever picture he sent. He probably had on some shades. But, it was funny because somebody in the chat, and I couldn't even see the chat because I was watching the replay. So the chat wasn't showing. But somebody in the chat said, while King Pain was on the panel at KRN's, they said, well, they never got paid. And so King Pain said the reason why you didn't get paid was because you didn't come to the reunion. So I guess you have to go through the whole thing, all the episodes. And then for reunion time, just like they do the other reality shows, you have to show up for the reunion. That's what he was saying. So, and as far as anybody else who got something negative to say about his show and they think they could do it better, if they think they could top his, he said, go ahead. And he named a few people, Trish, Snoop, he named a few people. And Trish been supposedly working on YouTube Award for what seemed like almost 10 years. It seemed like almost 10 years since she first mentioned the YouTube Awards. But yeah, he called her out too, Trish. But I don't know, child. I don't know. But yeah, so that's that on that. I think Lemon might be over there still live. He was live. But I couldn't, I'd have mentioned it before when I'm watching people and they have that shit on where you can't red ball back and rewind. I usually stop right there and wait till the show is over so I can go back and watch the entire show. Because I hate coming into a show hours later and I don't know how it started. What up, Taylor? How you doing? Yes. It's been a lot of people going live, a lot of content out there, y'all. The content is contenting for the B sector. It's not from the shit I've been referring to. Most of it, I don't believe that is like plays and things like that. But I really think, you should check out a lot of the content that's going on right now. You can appreciate, especially if you're in the B sector, and a lot of these beats are organic. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only organic, because they're not all bees. It's just organic content. And I didn't watch the last show that King Pain did, the one that Snoop was in. But like somebody suggested to KRN, they said, KRN, before you make a decision, why don't you watch the entire series? So he said he think he'll do that. And I think I'll do that too. I think I'll go and check out the entire series. I said that the other day because all I saw was the fight. And a lot of people, all they saw was the fight. So, I'm going to check that out. I surely am. I absolutely am. So I'm going to check out the series and see what else it was giving besides just the fight. But that's all I got, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick show. I said I was going to be under an hour. If anybody wants to hit the link, I'll give it one more again. I'll drop it one. Matter of fact, it's already pinned to the top, but I'll drop it anyway. But it is pinned to the top. Just in case I give y'all a few minutes, just a few mementos. Is that Spanish? Mementos? I think so. But I'll give y'all a few minutes to hit the link if you want to hit the link to chime in on anything that I spoke about. But other than that, I forgot to tell y'all. Y'all know I've been postponing and rescheduling the review that T. Danielle and I are supposed to do on His and Hers from Netflix. And we were supposed to do it last night. We were supposed to do it last Friday. We were supposed to do it today. We were supposed to do it. And again, we have to reschedule because T. Danielle has some other conflicting engagements going on. So she said today, can we do it Friday? So I told T. Danielle that's fine. You know, I'll just go live tonight and discuss some B sector shit. But yeah, T. Danielle said we can do it Friday. So I will keep you posted. Oh, Taylor. Man, Taylor. You know I don't lie to you guys, right? I try to keep it hood with you guys all the time, right? And then whenever I come across a good movie or a good show or a good series, I tell y'all, you will not regret it. This is one you will not regret. Please check it out. Please check it out. It was really good. And when I tell you where your mind might be going or what your mind might be thinking or who you might be thinking is the damn the person that they're looking for who done committed some crimes, child, Taylor. I kid you not. Yes, a lot of people like it and a lot of people are giving reviews, but before you watch any review, before you watch mine or anybody else's, you got to watch it for yourself. And Taylor is only 6 episodes. You can knock those 6 episodes out, you know, just like that. But we, again, T. Danielle hit me up today and asked, can we do it? Can we postpone the review for this Friday? So I told her, yeah, that'd be no problem. So I would definitely watch it. And for those of y'all who got Apple TV, and for those of y'all who like Idris Elba, who enjoyed the first season of Hijack on Apple, season 2 just started. Episode oh my God. Oh, y'all gotta, man, if y'all been waiting for season 2 to start from Hijack, you gotta watch that too. The first episode, you know, they show an episode a week. So the first episode of Hijack season 2 with Idris Elba came out on Apple. And when I tell you, when I got to the end of the show, and I'm not gonna get no spoilers, but when I got to the end of the show, I might have to start doing reviews on that too. I'm going to talk to T. Danielle and see if she wants to do a review on that. But, oh, my God, I love Hijack. I enjoyed that first season. And, of course, I love Idris Elba. But season 2 started off with a bang. The first episode. So, it's on Apple TV, y'all. So, with Apple, I have like a combination of platforms where you get discounts, like if you get Hulu, if you get Disney, if you get this, then so I don't know how y'all do it, but some people have like Fire Sticks or something like that. But I be like subscribing to one, and then I get a discount if I add on some other platforms. So, but I have Apple, so you do have to have Apple in order to watch. I guess unless you can get it on a Fire Stick or some ghetto rig way. You can ghetto rig it, but it's really good. So yeah, Hijack is also starting off really good. I cannot wait to episode 2 for Hijack. And Idris Elba, he's always been something nice to look at. But anyway, on that note, I'm about to get off of here. Nobody's hit the link, so I'm about to get off of here. You guys, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. As Byron put in the chat, please feel free to hit the Cash App like Byron put in the chat. Please and thank you very much. I appreciate you guys all the time for, you know, the clicks and views, the likes, the shares, the support, helping us, you know, get back into this algorithm, because it's been a minute since I was really, really going live like this all the time. And of course, if you want to donate to the platform, it's Cash App, $, the Hood Table for the Cash App. You can hit the super chat if you like. And if you come in late and watch the replay, you can send a thank you. Thank you. I think they call it a thanks. It's kind of like a super chat, but it's just an after the show super chat, so they call it a thanks. But other than that, like and share is very, very, very important to a lot of content creators. So please like and share the video. Stay safe. Be blessed. Remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye. Bye, Taylor.